Alright, so today I'm gonna tell you what. So if you didn't know me already, I'm Shazda and I am a day trader. So if you didn't know me already, I am Shazda. I am a day trader evaluation going through a challenge phase right now. And I would say I am doing a trial first. I'm not gonna spend any money yet because I'm doing a challenge where I have to do day trading for 30 days and I'm gonna document it on this channel too. Well, two channels actually. This channel and the other channel. But the thing is, this channel is mainly on trading, and I'm not gonna care if this don't get any views as long as I'm posting my journey here, my wins and my loss. And today was a success. We caught $88 today in US session in New York session. So yes, I'm not gonna talk a lot, but today I'm gonna break through why I chose this trade, what's my strategy, what's my thought of process, and what I would avoid doing because I almost made a mistake here. So watch and learn which one I did. Anyways, let's just get into this video. Hold on. Spin, spin. Okay, so you see here my chart on MT5 demo, FTMO. I did not pay anything here. It is a demo account, so I'm being transparent. I'm not gonna spend any money yet until I am sure that I can pass an account, which is really important because many beginners, they start off by spending their own money. They start off by spending their money. They're thinking, oh, if I lose, I can just go buy again. Oh nah, don't do that, bro. You ended up wasting a lot of your time, energy, emotions because when you lose, you have a lot of emotions starting. Anyway, so when I take a trade, I usually go for a daily first because I want to be able to have confidence in my daily bias. And it is a lesson that I learned today that stick to your daily bias because I almost broke it. I almost go against it, but then I remember my core values. I was like, nah, I can't go bull today. I have to go bear because that's my daily bias. Okay, so I'm gonna show you on the trading view instead because it is more flexible. I can, okay, so you see here, it is pretty dang messy, but let me delete everything for you. Okay, so look, when you see here, what do you see? A dang freaking bearish. What does bearish mean? So bearish is market dumping in short terms. I'm not gonna explain in fancy terms because most of you want to get quick understanding, right? So I'm gonna make it simple for you. Bearish is market dumping. It's dumping very hardly, bro. Gold ever since it's like I don't know. I was around here. I was like, nah, gold. If gold come back and break this low, which I anticipated, actually I anticipated to break this freaking low to sweep it. So after the sweep, it's kind of consolidating. It's moving towards the upsides now. Soon, pretty soon, probably in a few weeks, it will go back up because it already swept this stuff. It is already where it wanted to be. It's gonna go back up. But anyways, so the thing is, the recent trends is freaking down. You can see from top here, it's always down. See, it follows correctly to the trend. Wait, let me just draw a line for you. It okay. See, it sort of follows the line. See, pretty down, pretty bearish. But let's say if you view it from this point, you're in the retest zone. So the retest is fucking bearish. So if you're in these days, do not sell. That's a bias tip. So today, I look from this point of view. It has been pretty bearish. I was like, yeah. So to conclusion, so yeah, I look for today bias, which is freaking bear. I'm gonna try this. Okay, it's horrible. Never mind. Wait, bear bias. So yeah, look for my freaking bias. It is bear today, and yeah, I follow that core value. Whatever you do not even go against it. Okay, no matter if it's at the demand zone or whatnot, do not freaking go against your core value of the daily bias. So then we go to the 1 hour. Daily and 1 hour, it is pretty important to look at first because they are the main principle of everything. And when you look at here, you see something similar. It bounced at the top, pretty at the same level, but the recent one is actually here. You mark this out, mark it out, finish, mark the lows, mark the bottoms too. I will take this bottom. Okay, I'll take this bottom, and that's it. You can also take this, but I don't really think it's necessary. But just put it at if you want to make it look more cool. It doesn't really matter, but I'll put it anyways for this video. So you have a support and resistance, which is pretty basic in trading. We all must know this principle: resistance and support. So at the 1 hour, what do you do here? So at the 1 hour, you want to do step 2. And what is step 2? I will show you in a. So step 2, identify key areas or zones. Okay, so what does that mean? That means finding the support, the resistance, the demand zone, the supply zone, the order blocks, all those essential parts. And basically the 1 hour, you're trying to predict the next move. So let's say you're up here. You see that it is bounced here and you're expecting to go down. So basically the 1 hour is you're trying to forecast what happened next. Okay, and the reason is because it is very important to look at the 1 hour zone to see which part is getting like respected, which is let's say the resistance is being respected. You want to look for that. If it's being respected and it pull back to that part, you go to the lower time frame to look for entries. This is called an order block because it is everything is crumbled here, a lot of liquidity, and when they come here they usually go back up. But why did it go through the order block? Because number one, there's so much pressure to the bear side and there's not enough buyers. So this one is our first demand zone and our second demand zone. Our first demand zone have been freaking rejected. It been liberated through. That means it is not valid anymore, and the bear continues strong and better. The part where I enter is around here, around this particular zones. And before I have even entered, I have set out all my zones again. After I have set out my 1 hour zones, I was already cleared. I was already happy. But then if I want, I can make more zones. But that's not necessary. It's gonna make your screen messy. Now look at this. This is the 1 hour demand zone. Am I right? We have made this earlier over at the 1 hour. We have made it over here at the 1 hour. Alright, so what do I see here? Number one, I see that price is approaching to this demand zone. At first, I was like, hey, I should go against my core values, which is my bear bias. And after thinking for a while, after my past mistakes, I was like, yo, every time it's New York, the demand or support is always being broken. It's never gonna help. And I was like, yeah. So to save this problem, I'm just gonna follow my bias. I'm just gonna follow it. I'm not gonna break anything rules. I'm just gonna follow it. And boom, it's results. Now, when you look at the point of view of these 15 minutes, it looked pretty polished. It's not much noise. You cannot see the small details of the pullback and stuff, but it's fine. Look at this. Okay, as soon as price hits here, price jumps back up, but that was a retest. if it's actually going completely forward to the upside, it would have closed above strongly. But this one, it hesitated. Look at the bigness of this. It hesitated. It even sweep a few stuff. You sweep this candle and this candle sweep. After all that liquidity, it pushed bearish a lot. You can see here. Now I could enter again here. It is being a pullback again. But I'm not gonna enter it because one trade a day. That's my core value. Now let's just move forward. After all your work and analytics on the 15 minutes, that's good. If you have any questions, or am I going too fast? Because look, when I know something very well, I can't really explain it. I'm just explaining it how I feel about it and how, you know, and how it works in my point of view, if it makes sense. So let's just go to the 1 minute, if I can. Alright, in the 1 minute is where all the magics happen. So look at this. I want you to get this in mind pretty clear. The 15 minutes and the 1 minute have to align. If the 1 minute is going to the bear side, the 15 minutes also have to be 1 minute. So the 15 minutes is like so the 15 minutes is like the dad, and the son is the 1 minute. The 15 minutes have to make the 1 minute align to it. The market has to align to each other. Okay? And you're only gonna enter and be confident in your entry when the 15 minutes and the 1 minute align each other. Get that in mind. So at a time, I was up here. I was out of my shower and I look at the chart. I was like, damn, should I buy? Because it's rejecting off the demand zone. I have planned, but I was like, nah, this must be a pullback. And it indeed was the pullback. So when you look at here, it is going down. At that time, it was around here. It was rejecting, and this new candle was starting to form. It was near around there. I was like, yo, it had potential to go down because it is a trend, a downtrend on the 15 minutes. Look at that, beautiful downtrend, bro. A steep downtrend too, you know. So instead of buying, I sold instead. So yeah, that's what I did. I sold, and I hope I'm not yapping too much. So I should go more into detail, but I feel like it is gonna be so long of a video. You might get bored because this video I'm not gonna edit too much. It's just a documentary, raw documentary. If you enjoy it, thank you very much. And the last thing I want to talk about is the sweep here, bro. The amazing sweep. I saw this little sweep here. I was like, yo, yep, it is going to happen. Sweep, pullback, bam, bam, change of direction, boom. Enter here, at a pullback up, enter here. So I caught a two ratio trade. I put my stop above the wick, and I put my take profit at 40.31 over there. Yeah, put it around there, 40.31, which is pretty nice. But the thing is, I closed early. I closed pretty early, but it's fine because I have to do it. And I was like, yo, early. Just learn to let your trade play. Don't close it early. I have to close early because I have to do something else, so I have to secure some profits. But yeah, that is it for today's trade. If you like this video, please leave a like. And tomorrow gonna be epic because we're gonna do a lot of stuff. We're gonna do some back testing and Also trading live market with this exact same steps, exact same system. I'm not pretty famous. I'm not the best trader, but I am resilient in discipline when it comes to trading. Okay, one trade, that's it, bro. That's it. No more.